Special thanks to JMD Toaster for researching this video. His channel will be linked in the description. And also I'm going to shout out Ali for the editing. Now let's get into it. Bezz Believe, aka Bradley Markovitz, is a rapper. He raps. Born in Arizona, but raised in multiple cities in Florida, his constant genre switches and appeals to different audiences make him one of the most elusive snakes in the game. You'd be forgiven if you don't know who he is, but you'll be surprised where he's been and wonder how he hasn't been talked about years ago. This super cracker snake, or stoner, is one you won't want to keep your eyes off of. Bezz started out in 2011 with his album Live from Niagara Falls, a piece that somehow mentions the album's name more than I thought was even possible. His style at the time was inspired by New York hip-hop, even though he hadn't moved more north than Orlando. And we can't forget a little sprinkle of crunk slop inspired by all the house parties he'd go to. He mentions in this album how he his wrists to Lil Wayne. Bradley has allegedly been in and out of prison multiple times, but we could only track a weed possession charge in 2017. Bezz's lyricism in these earlier years can be seen as laughably bad, but really dull and derivative for the most part. Later on, Bezz would allegedly submit his song Hercules to Paramount. They proceeded to put that song in the credits of the 2014 Dwayne The Rock movie, Hercules. However, this was only noted to be in certain territories, and I couldn't find any proof beyond word of mouth. For the rest of his rap career, Bezz would go through other genre changes, seemingly to pander and catch up with trends. But all of those are novelties compared to his story outside of music. Castleberry Liquor is a Florida-based liquor store that is owned by Bezz's brother, Doug. Bezz actually did an interview there about his music and the industry. Around 2014, the store was raided by law enforcement under suspicion of selling synthetic grass. This case was dropped after law enforcement found only 2 out of hundreds of the packets the store had contained anything illegal, and proper paperwork was found. In 2017, Doug would come up with a new hustle, a legal alternative to Purple Flurp. Bezz would handle most of the marketing of this concoction.
It's like a relaxation drink that we really got behind, man, and just started pushing it, you know, just getting it out there was a really genius idea.
As far as I've researched, it's similar to other stuff you'd see sold in random gas stations, meant to energize you or elicit a certain feeling. Even though Bezz's marketing would want you to believe, no pun intended, it's just like the real stuff.
And it works, you know, it's not like anything like hardcore, but you'll feel something. There's actually a partner of ours that he like actually came up with the blend and everything like that. But me and my brother really got behind it like on the marketing level. And,
okay.
We treated it like a rap campaign, that's why, but this product was so much easier to get out than a rapper. And just, we blew it up, got it really like nationwide. This is more, I mean, you get a nice little, you know, little vibe to it, but it's pretty like sleepy. Like it's real good to do if you want to just chill on the couch or, you know, you go to sleep. Like.
Bezz Believe has had a prolific social media presence. However, I've only really cataloged his most recent endeavors. At some point, Bezz would release a song called OF Hustle. This song has only been archived via a fan-made AMV video. Bezz would later go on to the Convo 19 podcast and describe his endeavors with OF.
Well, when I was taking it serious, I mean, I could probably make $200,000 a year off that shit, probably. It's like the Instagram skits. It's like I do this shit for the money. So it's a passion of mine. The way that I would love it again, if I could find a girlfriend that I could make content with. Yeah. And we just film ourselves having sex and stuff like that, then I'll probably love it again. My first about 2.5 months, I was like, hell yeah, bro, I fucking get money, you know, just jack my you know, I'm not a hoe like that too much. I really don't like banging random chicks. I've had, you know, I got a few with girls on there, but I'd really like to have like a girlfriend who just like about that shit too, and kind of like maybe split the money we make off the videos or something like that. And like I've had a lot of fans, you know, like girls and shit. Man, you need to start I would so subscribe, you know.
Later on, seemingly harkening back to the days of legal flirp, Bezz has stepped into philanthropy once again with his country trapper business.
Country trapper, you know. Just another day of studying, doing agricultural research. I never knew science could smell so good.
The specifics are vague to onlookers like us, but he seems to be giving out study guides and homework assignments for agricultural research. It also appears he is advertising the sale of things I cannot say on YouTube. All of this used to be via Telegram, until it got raided by the French government. The current business has moved to a platform called Potato Chat. Not one to keep his hustle secrets to himself, Bezz has also blessed the interwebs with wonderful nuggets of advice, such as these.
When you have heard 1,000 versions of the exact same story, you realize, man lie, trust God.
Nick Fuentes is a down low gay man. He is a virgin because he doesn't consider mouth and butt his actual love. He is the same as all the EDP priests.
Can we please deport this man to Iran?
For 20 plus years, mainstream rap music was dictated by a gay black male ring. Let that sink in.
What does this mean? It means that the CIA has been running a secret propaganda campaign on American citizens for almost half a century.
What is your soul? When you're watching this video, you can feel your soul inside of you, right? It's what makes you you. I mean, some people have definitely sold their soul, but they had one at a period time in their life. But I can explain the definition, at least to me, what someone selling their soul is. When you compromise who you are, the thing that makes you tick, who's inside this body, that's your soul. When you compromise that for outside things, that's when you sold your soul. When you become a different person than you know you are, you don't even know who you are anymore. You no longer control yourself from within. You're letting the outside forces control you. That's why they say the devil will take your soul, because he'll put things in front of you to compromise who you are.
MAGA stands for Make America Great Again, the slogan of the Donald Trump campaign. Starting around 2020, Bezz would pivot to creating and featuring on songs within this certain quote-unquote genre. In 2022, Bezz released the song Super Cracker. He would also collaborate with fellow rapper Forgiato Blow to make the album Red Wave, with one bar allegedly mentioning George Floyd Kush. In 2023 and 2024, we begin to see Bezz make singles for the sake of getting online attention. Super Cracker 2, SpongeBob Flow, PDF Files, Epstein Island Diss, BBL Bezzy, Jerusalem Freestyle, Top G, Jew Pack, Fast Food, Jew Not Like Us, Synagogue of Satan Diss, and Boondock Saints would be our notable mentions. They're all funny to laugh at in their own ways, but we just wanted to bring up the headlines. One of Bezz's most recent and more popular songs is a track called The Rap Game. It's essentially a corny takedown of the most popular rappers these days. He states that Kendrick Lamar is overrated, makes fun of Lil Uzi, calls Megan Thee Stallion an informant, claims Yeet is lying about where he was raised, and again I'll bring up Bezz Believe made New York hip-hop inspired music when he was raised in Arizona and Florida, by the way. And of course, he mentions his idol, Lil Wayne, and talks about how he's the superhero of hip-hop. Out of all the tracks that could show off Bezz's bravado, this is certainly one of them. In my unprofessional opinion, Bezz is moving with the waves of whatever he stumbles upon. He preaches wholesome values these days, while leaving his old and current antics in the shadows. He would be a lot better of an artist if he made music out of his own passion, instead of checking boxes and looking for approval. As for my judgment on his small businesses, for the sake of legality, I'm sure his country trapper business and the liquor store are 100% clean. I will not make fun of him for doing OF. It's his right as an American, and it's very bold and brave of him, if you ask me. But that doesn't mean I'm against showing it all off for you guys here today. Whatever you think of him, I hope he cuts the crap and focuses on the rap. Thank you so much for watching.